Alright, so here we are back at the drive-thru food bank today, and as you can see there's people up there getting their stuff put in their trunk, and I'll try and get a little bit closer so you can kind of see what it's like when people, what they're giving away today. Just don't want to infringe on anybody's privacy, but hold on. Alright, so as you can see, there's this whole line of stuff that they have that they're putting like in everybody's car. You go down this line and the volunteers that are working it grab some of the stuff off of each station. It's kind of set up in stations, like, you know, I see there's some potatoes, there's some fruit, other vegetables, that kind of stuff. So you're basically going down the line and they're putting stuff in everybody's car, just basically the same amount of stuff in everybody's car, and that's how this works. Hey you! Mrs. Dollar Knot is back with yet another food bank haul. Today is the drive-thru that we went to, and it's a little bit different with the way they set it up and do it and what you will get. We got bread, which I love, and this stuff is really good. This is the Oro Wheat Oat Nut Whole Grain bread, and I don't know if some of you may or may not know, but a loaf of this type of bread usually runs you $4 and up per loaf, and I got 4 of them. So right there, they're 16 bucks. Sometimes I do make little mental notes and tally it in my head how much, when we received the food from the food bank, how much it would have cost us if we had to go and put it out of our pocket. And flat out, we wouldn't be able to afford it. We got a package of the hot dog buns, good old ballpark hot dog buns. Alright, and coming over here, fruits and vegetables. I'm always happy when I get fruits and vegetables because we do consume quite a bit of fruits and vegetables. And as you all probably know, produce in general is going way up in price and expected to continue to go way up in price. So I'm super happy to get like fruits and vegetables. We have right here 4 beautiful mangoes. And I love mangoes. What I have been doing with them is, instead of just eating them as a mango, I've been slicing them up and freezing them. They make a great base for smoothies. So you take some of your mango slices, yogurt, you can do strawberries, bananas, whatever fruits you like, blend it up, great smoothie. And then we got a whole bag of these really beautiful pears. They're like all individually wrapped, as you can see, in little tissue papers. Let's see, this is let me look, see if I can read this tiny little label, which I really can't. Maybe we can see it on camera. But there's the pears. Anyways, a whole bag, and I would say this bag weighs probably over 5 pounds. Not sure of the price of pears these days. This right here, a whole bag, a whole grocery sack full, and I know that weighs well over 5 pounds. I would guesstimate closer to 6.5, 7. And it's just full of these absolutely beautiful tomatoes. So, gonna be doing some things. Maybe mostly, I'm really determined to do some canning. So, tomatoes will definitely be one of the things I'm canning. Another whole bag, and this has to be at least 7 pounds or more of these ginormous white onions. And gotta love that. And I was almost out of onions, so this is great timing too. Then we have a whole bag of carrots, and it's another whole heavy bag of carrots. I'd say it's between 7 and 8 pounds full of just good old carrots. Be canning some of those as well. An 8-pound bag of potatoes, which is always good. However, I do have quite a few potatoes. I've got to start working on making more things with potatoes. But it has gone into potato salad season, so we'll be making some potato salad. I was totally amazed by this. 6 butternut squash. Now, I think, if I remember correctly, the butternut squash is usually sold by the pound at the store. If anybody wants to tell me whether you know if it's sold by the pound or just individually priced for it, but I think it's sold by the pound because they're all different, kind of all different sizes, as you can see. Basically, they're all close to the same size, but I know that some weigh more than others. So anyway, if you want to leave a comment and let me know, is it sold by the pound? I think it is. So there's that. And then 2 more cans of the good old green beans, which you can always use. A bottle of Gold Peak real brewed tea, 0 sugar, sweet tea. My husband will like that. I don't drink this kind of stuff. The kind of tea that I drink is fresh brewed tea. I don't drink bottled teas. And then he'll really love this too. Good old Welch's Concord grape juice. That's always nice. Always nice. But that is it. That's what we got from the drive-thru today. I'm appreciative of all this produce because, like I said, I definitely couldn't afford to buy all this. You know, like if I was at the store, yeah, I might need a few tomatoes, a few onions, maybe some carrots and potatoes. I'd probably pass on buying bananas and pears and that butternut squash because, quite frankly, it's just too expensive and I can't afford it. So, happy with everything that we got today, and won't be going to another food bank till towards the end of this month when we're eligible again for the other 2 that we are able to go to. So at that time, I will make a video on those. And in the meantime, in between now and then, we'll move on to another room of the old hacienda here, and I'll show you some other things here in this place that we live. Until then, have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.